Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, Chadwick. Yeah, he was it's crazy. He was a dope actor. I really was just like right before he died. Where was I coming from? I think I went to Detroit. And I think I was on my way back from Detroit, and I watched the movie 21 Bridges.
Yeah,
and I was like, this dude is a dope actor. I swear to God, like a couple of days later, he just dead. And I was
43 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I actually scheduled a colonoscopy
after
this shit. He died of colon cancer.
I'm not ready for nobody to dig in my eyes.
Well, I mean, it sounds all whatever zesty, like how you like to say.
No, because that don't sound dead. It's medical reasons.
It's medical. It's like if he had that procedure early on, they would have caught his colon cancer.
But what age do you supposed?
You're supposed to do it at 45.
45.
He was only 43. So he caught it earlier than than they would have naturally caught it. I mean, but maybe if he had if he had felt some sort of discomfort or whatever and kind of went out of his way to go get some extra tests, maybe a few years prior, they may have caught it early enough in order to end up, using radiation or whatever else. But yeah, I'm getting a colonoscopy. I'm 47. My doctor told me at 45, you should be getting one.
Kind of got you spooked a little bit. Kind of like got you.
Yeah, it got me a little spooked because you have to go under general anesthesia. They have to completely knock you out. You don't want to be awake during a horrific thing like that. But a lot of people, a lot of my viewers, they're like, oh, fuck doctors. I'm going to use natural remedies or I'm going to do that shit, and that's cool if you want to do that. You could do that, but Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, probably had access to the finest alternative medicine that money could buy, and he still died.
That's crazy.
So, go and get your proper tests. Go and get checked out. Go and get your physicals.
Everyone don't have the proper insurance though, and the proper you know what I mean? It's like
if you buy a pair of Nikes every month and you don't have insurance, you're an idiot. Let me just say that flat out. My entire staff, all 12 or so people that work for me, all have medical insurance that we pay for. When you work for Vlad TV, and this was a big accomplishment for us. I think it started maybe at the top of the year or last year or something like that. I don't remember exactly when. But our big thing was like, most of my employees are younger people in their 20s, and then they think that insurance is not that important, and they don't want to spend the extra few $100s a month on insurance. And I know that. So I went out of my way where we, at a cost to us, because no one's salary got lowered or anything else like that. At a cost completely on us, we made sure that everyone had basic medical, dental, vision, and some life insurance on top of it that we pay for out of our own pocket. You know what I'm saying? And everyone in my family has health insurance and so forth. Because, I also heard, I remember when I first started making money, I remember my man Gabi, who I worked out with SRC, was like, yeah, man, I know a lot of dudes who made a lot of money over the years. It stacked up a lot, and then they got into some sort of medical situation. They got cancer or they got this or whatever, and they didn't have insurance, and they got wiped out financially. And I'm like, okay, that's not going to be me. I'm going to spend a few $100s a month, and I'm going to make sure that I have access to whatever.
That's a good. I think people need to preach that more. People need to be more informed on the importance of being insured and insuring your loved ones. And, you know what I mean?
Man, look, it's like this. Well, Warren Buffett said it. He said, imagine if, when you graduate high school, you could pick whatever car you want, right? You could pick a pickup truck, a Bentley, a Mercedes, a Lamborghini, whatever else. But that's going to be the only car you have for the rest of your life. You could pick whatever car, but you could never get another one. How would you treat that car?
Same way you should treat your body.
Right. Would you take it for, would you make sure when the oil is low that you go get oil, or are you going to go get the go down the dealership and make sure that, every 50,000 miles, they go and do the whole tune-up and everything else like that. You're going to make sure if the tire indicator goes on, you're going to keep riding on that tire, hoping it don't pop.
But who really teaches you that, though? Like, where would you learn that? Or where are you supposed to know this? Like, somebody has to teach this to you. Somebody has to inform the people of this. And I think like people like us, like people with a platform or people with a voice, should do more to stress that fact to people and make it like, you know what I mean?
Well, I put it out there too. On the Vlad Stocks page, I made a whole video and I said, before you start investing in stocks, you should first get health insurance and then you should pay off whatever credit card debt you got. Mm-hmm. Because if you think you're going to try to flip your money in stocks while you owe a bunch of money on credit cards, you're just hustling backwards.
I don't believe in credit.
Yeah.